And there was the idea that people who have a lower income should not necessarily live in a bad house. That was really the idea, and that's why much of the social housing in Amsterdam is of a very good standard.
So middle incomes cannot pay that anymore. So I think it's they would prefer to enter social housing also. I mean, social housing in the Netherlands is not that stigmatized. It's not like I don't want to live there. It's more like, okay. So.
And there's a big advantage when you look to the Netherlands, that most of the social housing that looks very cute from the outside. You don't see it's social housing. And that's quite different when you look to the banlieue around Paris or in Belgium or Germany. You can identify the social housing much easier. And then you get more quickly a stigma. Oh, you're living in that neighborhood.
So we don't want areas where there are only people with a very low income. That's when we start to diversify. Then we can even decide to sell some houses to people who want to buy a house.
One issue the housing associations are facing is that more and more the people who are going to live in social housing are vulnerable groups. On the one hand, you can say, well, that is where housing associations are for. That's their goal, to house vulnerable people. But on the other hand, if you have many vulnerable people living in a neighborhood and there are only vulnerable people living, then it may lead to social problems within neighborhoods. So I think it's important to try to keep a social mix in neighborhoods to prevent this from happening, that you have a neighborhood with only vulnerable people living.